During stem cell drives, you will often encounter donors who want to help, but for whatever reason are not eligible to donate stem cells. These donors may be disappointed or even offended when they find out that they're not eligible to donate stem cells. It is helpful to explain to these donors why they are ineligible. However, just because a donor is ineligible when it comes to stem cell donations doesn't mean they can't help. In fact, these donors are usually excellent candidates to be redirected to help out in other ways. Let's review the criteria for eligible stem cell and bone marrow donors. Donors must be 1. Between the ages of 17 and 35, 2. Be in good general health, 3. Be willing to donate to anyone worldwide, regardless of race, background, or ethnicity, and 4. Have valid provincial healthcare coverage. We also prefer to recruit males rather than females. This is because research has shown that recipients receiving bone marrow or stem cell donations from male donors tend to have better outcomes than those receiving donations from female donors. In the following videos, we will show you how to redirect ineligible donors to help in other ways, and also to explain why they are not eligible to donate. The Canadian Blood Services One Match program has a strict age cutoff. Any donor above the age of 35 will be automatically rejected. This is because research has shown that the younger the donor is, the better the donor's stem cells. Typically speaking, the younger the donor, the easier the donation process from the donor, and also the patient receiving the donation will have a better outcome from a younger donor. You should try and redirect older donors to donate blood at their local blood bank. Older donors can certainly help out in other ways.
Hi there, I saw the table, was just wondering what this was all about.
Hi, we're hosting a stem cell drive for potential stem cell donors to help out with patients who need stem cell transplants.
Oh, that sounds really interesting. I'd love to sign up.
Okay, before I sign you up, I would like to ask you a few questions to see if you're eligible. Is that okay?
Absolutely, go ahead.
Okay, so first of all, are you between ages 17 and 35?
No, a little bit older than that, I'm afraid.
Okay, I completely understand, and we really appreciate that you want to help. There's a reason for the age restriction because as people age, their stem cells age too. And some studies have shown that patients have a better chance of surviving after transplant if the donors are younger. However, there are other ways you can help. For example, there's a major need for blood donations. And the same patients who need stem cells also need a ton of blood products. For example, red blood cells and platelets. Although we are not collecting blood donations at these stations, we do have information available for you in regards to the blood donation process and the people we can contact at the Canadian Blood Services to set up an appointment. Would you like that?
I'd love some more information, thank you.
Okay, and here's another pamphlet for you to show anyone in your family or community who may fall within the age range who may be interested in becoming potential stem cell donors.
Oh, that's great. I'll definitely share this with some friends. Thank you.
Thank you.
Although stem cell donation is a relatively non-invasive process, those in poor health may not be eligible to donate. This is why One Match has a strict policy to not accept any donors who self-report as being in poor health to donate their stem cells. It is often hard to know whether a particular condition constitutes as someone being in poor health or being in good health. For this reason, if you're unsure, have the registrant fill out a registration form marking down in the health questionnaire what their health concern is. Often, those who are in poor health are also not ideal blood donors. However, those in poor health can still volunteer at stem cell drives if they are interested and help spread the word about the importance of stem cell donation.
Hi there. Do you have a minute to save a life?
Excuse me?
Do you have a minute to save a life?
Sure. How?
We're hosting a stem cell drive today, signing up potential stem cell donors for patients who need stem cell transplants. It's very quick. You just do a cheek swab and you fill out a form to see if you can be a potential stem cell donor for patients.
Absolutely. Sign me up.
Great. Before I sign you up, I would just like to ask you a few questions to see if you're eligible.
Sure.
First of all, are you between ages 17 and 35?
Yep, I'm 25.
Great. And are you in good general health?
Actually, I do have a heart condition, and if I walk for a few blocks, I can sometimes feel a bit dizzy.
Okay. Thanks for letting me know. There are some risks associated with stem cell transplants, and these can be worse if the donor isn't in good health. Donors need to be healthy, not only to protect the patients, but also to protect themselves. If you do feel like you're in good general health, you can definitely sign up as a donor. Otherwise, there are other ways you can help. For example, we're always looking for volunteers to help out at the stem cell drives, if that's what you're interested in. Alternatively, you can also ask your family members, the members in your community, to see if they're willing to become potential stem cell donors.
I'll definitely do that. I actually have 3 brothers who I think would be a great fit.
Great. Here's the information pamphlet for you to show them.
Thank you.
No problem.
As mentioned, the one-match stem cell donation process is completely anonymous, meaning you won't know who the recipient is. This means that donors must be willing to donate stem cells to anybody, regardless of race, age, religion, gender, and so on. Although rare, you may encounter a donor who is uncomfortable donating to a certain group of people. Under these circumstances, unfortunately, the one-match program may not be a good fit.
Hi there. I was thinking about signing up for the stem cell donation database. I saw a child on TV who needed a transplant, and I thought I'd help.
Thanks for coming to register. Before I sign you up, I would like to ask you a few questions to make sure you're eligible. Is that okay?
Sure.
Okay, first of all, are you between ages of 17 and 35?
Yes, I'm 25.
And are you in good general health?
Yes, I am.
Okay, and are you willing to donate to anyone in need anywhere in the world?
Oh, actually, I was really only thinking about donating to the child I saw on TV. I don't think I'd be very comfortable donating to someone older.
Thanks for clarifying. Unfortunately, with the one-match process, the donor doesn't know who the recipient is, and the recipient doesn't know who the donor is. And so for that reason, the one-match policy requires all donors to be willing to donate to anyone, not just patients in particular age groups.
Thanks for letting me know. I'll have to think about this some more.
Absolutely. Here is the information pamphlet for you to take, and you can let me know if you want to sign up or have any more questions.
Great, thanks a lot.
No problem.
For one-match stem cell donations, there is a requirement for registrants to have valid provincial healthcare coverage. This is often a problem for international donors who lack provincial healthcare. The reason why provincial healthcare coverage is needed is because it is this healthcare coverage that will cover the costs of stem cell donation collection should the donor be found to be a match. If a donor does not have provincial healthcare coverage, but is planning to remain in Canada and eventually obtain provincial healthcare coverage, they would be eligible to register at this time. If, however, a donor is planning to return to their country, encourage them to register at their local stem cell and bone marrow database. A list of international databases can be found on the Bone Marrow Database worldwide at www.bmdw.org.
Hi there. Are you interested in registering as a potential stem cell donor?
I'd love to, but I don't know if I can because I don't live here. I'm just studying here.
Okay. Do you have some sort of provincial healthcare coverage?
No, unfortunately, I don't.
Do you plan on staying in Canada after you graduate?
Probably not. I think I'm going to go back to the States.
Okay, it looks like you're not eligible to register our drives. But if you're still interested in registering, you can certainly go through the US database. And you can do that by Googling stem cell drive US database to learn more about it.
Okay, thanks.
We would like to emphasize that female donors are eligible one-match donors so long as they fulfill the other 4 criteria. That being said, we prefer to recruit male donors. This is because research has shown that recipients have better outcomes when the donor is male. It is Stem Cell Club policy to actively target males and sign them up, and if women request to be added to the registry, then to sign them up as well. One possible way to redirect female registrants is to encourage them to donate their baby's umbilical cord blood.